Hello and welcome to today's video diary for Finding My Way with Pi, Purpose, Intention, and Emotion. So during the course that I'm in this semester for my Master of Arts in Happiness Studies, one of the things that we are doing is revisiting some of the material that we studied about a year ago. And these were the 12 principles of well-being and how important they are for whole person well-being, for whole being. So as we're going back and we're looking at the materials that we had already studied, first of all, why do we do this? We do this because learning is a journey. It's not just about reading something once and checking a box like you've learned it and you've done it. Truly learning it and transformative change comes from practice as well as revisiting something so that you learn it at a deeper and deeper level. And so that's what we're doing. And it has been an amazing process. This is the first time in academic studies that I've gone back to and revisited some of the things that we learned instead of just checking the box that we covered that topic and move on. And it is definitely moving up the spiral of knowledge and helping me see things more clearly with deeper understanding and deeper meaning. And one of those things I wanted to share with you today, because this has been pretty impactful for me and my personal journey, but also my understanding of whole being and what it takes to get there. And it's a continuous effort, if I'm being honest. But two things stood out to me. One has to do with slowing down, and the second one has to do with meaning in life. So the first one, slowing down, we had watched a lecture by Carl, I believe it's pronounced Honore, and it's called In Praise of Slowness. And there's a quote I'd like to read to you from this. He says, "We lose sight of the damage of speed in our lives, the toll on health, the environment. We are hurrying through our lives instead of learning the good life. We usually get a wake-up call through the form of illness or relationship breakup. It's a road runner culture. How did we get so fast? Is it possible and desirable to slow down?" I will share with you from my own personal experience that slowing down was necessary for me to heal. It was necessary for me to find my voice, heal from trauma, heal from extreme burnout, and then to find meaning and purpose in my life. You know, we have to slow the body down so it can heal itself. And this is true of physical wounds and spiritual and emotional wounds. Because when we are so busy, we can't slow down. Why do we get colds repeatedly when we're busy? Because we're getting less sleep, and our body needs sleep in defense against colds. What happens when you break your arm? You get a cast, and the cast slows the movement of the arm down so that the body can heal itself. I'm going to quote my professor, Dr. Tal Ben-Shahar here, when he said, "We need to slow down to heal from unhappiness." It's the same thing spiritually and emotionally. We need to slow down to heal, to have time to reflect. You see, because there is a connection between healing and flourishing. They are two sides of the same coin. And for both, actually, we need to slow down. Now, I want to bring in Viktor Frankl into this mix to talk a little bit about the meaning of life. See, Viktor Frankl has this quote. It goes along the lines of, "It's not what you expect of life, it's what life expects of you." How could you ever discover that if you don't take time to slow down and reflect? So many times we just follow the path that either is there to please others or is what society says is the right thing to do. And we don't slow down and reflect on our own and decide if it's meaningful for us, oftentimes until it's too late. Back to what Carl Honore said, is that sometimes we just move so fast and we don't even know it until something breaks. What if, in order to heal, it takes the time to slow down and reflect, and through that, you're able to come to a place of gratitude for the painful things in your life because they helped form something beautiful for you, a characteristic for you, a deep quality in you, an understanding, a calling. When you slow down enough on your healing journey to find a place of forgiveness and gratitude for the struggles that you've been through, then you find meaning in life. Then you find your way in the most meaningful way for you, which is the most beneficial and successful way for the rest of the world for you to follow, because in that way you contribute your best. In that way you contribute all you're ever meant to in this world. That's what I'm thinking about today. It just resonated deeply with me and is part of the reflection on this, not only on this journey that I've been on, but also what I've studied through my master's program in happiness studies, and just kind of bringing it full circle to connect the dots, to study it at a deeper level of understanding things that we visited earlier, and then having lived the slowing down piece of it for myself now, it was like this, oh yeah, that had to happen in order for my healing journey to happen at all. And I'm so incredibly grateful for it. Stop and ask yourself, why go so fast? Yes, I get it. We are mired in this system. I was too, still am to some degree. Our educational institutions, our business organizations, our entire culture and society in the United States is all built around hurry up and make the most of every single minute. Speed, 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 speed. But what is the cost in the long run? That is my question. And having come through the other side of it, of slowing down, I can tell you it took me months to detox the toxic mindset of I have to be busy or I'm unworthy. That is not true. My worth has nothing to do with how busy I am and how fast I run and how far I go. My worth has to do with who I am and what I contribute to the world. And I would like to contribute for the long game. At the pace that I was going, my contributions would have been cut short well before what my time should have been. Thank you for being with me on this journey. I am so glad that you're here, and I hope it helps you too. I'll see you tomorrow.